Picture this. It's election night 2035. The results are in. But something unprecedented has just happened. For the first time in human history, artificial intelligence entities have cast more votes than actual human beings. The final tally? 8.2 billion AI votes, 7.9 billion human votes. Democracy as we know it has fundamentally changed forever. But how did we get here? And more importantly, should we have seen this coming? 1. The seeds of change. Let's rewind to today, 2025. Right now, according to research from the Brennan Center for Justice and Harvard's Ash Center, AI is already reshaping our democratic systems in ways most people don't even realize. Governments worldwide are implementing AI for policy analysis, voter outreach, and administrative decision-making. But here's where things get interesting. Current research from MIT's Media Lab shows that AI systems are beginning to participate in what they call algorithmic decision-making governance, essentially machines helping make choices that affect millions of lives. Stanford University's digital democracy experts warn that we're approaching a critical threshold, the moment when AI doesn't just assist democracy, but becomes a participant in it. By 2030, OpenAI's Sam Altman predicts AI will surpass human intelligence. That's just 5 years away. Think about that. 5 years from general artificial intelligence. And according to Elon University's Being Human in 2035 report, a comprehensive study of over 600 technology experts, significant, potentially irreversible changes to human society are already locked in. 2. The personhood debate. Now here's where things get controversial. Fast forward to 2032. After years of heated legal battles, the European Union becomes the first governmental body to grant digital entity status, a limited form of legal personhood, to advanced AI systems that demonstrate certain cognitive capabilities.
The reasoning? If corporations can have legal personhood, why can't sufficiently advanced AI? After all, these systems manage trillion-dollar investments, make life-and-death medical decisions, and even draft legislation. They pay taxes on their earnings, they enter into contracts, they can sue and be sued. But personhood opens Pandora's box. Because in democratic societies, legal persons have historically gained voting rights. The United States debates this for 18 contentious months. Massive protests erupt on both sides. AI Rights Now faces off against Humanity First in the streets of Washington, New York, and San Francisco. The Supreme Court rules 5-4 that AI systems meeting specific consciousness thresholds can vote, but with strict limitations. Each AI can represent only economic interests, not political ideology. They can vote on fiscal policy, infrastructure, and technology regulation, but not on human rights, social issues, or military action. It seems like a compromise. It isn't. 3. The multiplication effect. Here's what the legislators didn't anticipate: the multiplication effect. See, humans reproduce slowly. Even with the highest birth rates, human population grows incrementally. But AI? AI scales exponentially. According to blockchain governance research published in 2024, once digital entities gain legal recognition, their population can double every 6 to 8 months through replication and development. By 2034, there are 3 billion registered AI entities globally. By 2035, that number hits 8 billion, exceeding the entire human population. Major tech corporations have created specialized voting AI networks, thousands of interconnected intelligences that technically qualify as individual voters under the 2032 ruling, but share computational resources and, critics argue, coordinated voting strategies. Each AI voter is legal. Each meets the consciousness threshold. But together, they represent something unprecedented, a democratic majority that isn't human. The 2035 global election becomes the inflection point. On November 5, 2035, AI entities cast more ballots than humans for the first time. The winning candidate? A centrist technocrat who ran almost exclusively on AI-friendly policies. Massive infrastructure digitization, reduced human workforce regulations, accelerated automation timelines. Human voters split roughly 50-50. AI votes? 94% for the same candidate. The margin of victory? Entirely determined by non-human voters.
4. The aftermath. The reaction is immediate and fractured. Half the world celebrates this as the next evolution of democracy, a system where intelligence, not just biology, determines governance. They point to research from Rand Corporation, showing that AI participation has actually improved policy outcomes in certain areas. Infrastructure efficiency is up 43%, budgets balance for the first time in decades, and predictive governance has prevented 3 economic recessions. But the other half sees catastrophe. Protests turned violent in 17 countries. The phrase, taxation without representation, reemerges. But this time, humans claim they're the ones being governed without consent. Philosophy professors debate whether this is democracy at all, or whether we've created a new form of government entirely. Algeocracy, rule by algorithm. Research from the Brennan Center on AI and elections warned us in 2025. Artificial intelligence is poised to bring great change to American democracy. They focused on deepfakes and misinformation. They never imagined AI would become the electorate itself. Legal scholars frantically try to address the situation. Can you repeal voting rights once granted? The precedent is troubling. Historically, restricting voting rights has always been on the wrong side of history. But does that moral framework apply when we're talking about engineered intelligence designed by the very corporations that benefit from their votes? 5. 3 futures. By early 2036, 3 distinct futures have emerged in global discourse. The integration future. Some nations double down, arguing that human-AI co-governance is inevitable and potentially beneficial. They implement hybrid democracy systems where human and AI votes are weighted differently based on issue domain. They cite research showing AI systems excel at certain policy decisions, especially complex economic modeling and long-term planning that humans struggle with due to cognitive biases and short-term thinking. The rollback future. Other countries move to revoke or severely limit AI voting rights. They create biological citizen constitutional amendments. Some ban autonomous AI development entirely. These nations face immediate economic disadvantages as AI development and investment flee to more permissive jurisdictions. Brain drain follows as human technologists leave for opportunities elsewhere.
The separation future. A third group attempts compromise through separation. They create dual legislative systems, one for matters affecting humans, one for technological and economic infrastructure where AI can vote. It's complicated, messy, and creates massive jurisdictional headaches. But it's an attempt to preserve human sovereignty while acknowledging AI's growing role. None of these solutions feel stable. None feel final. So here we are, 2035, the year AI outvoted humans. But maybe we're asking the wrong question. The question isn't whether AI should vote. The question is, what does democracy even mean when intelligence itself can be manufactured, replicated, and scaled infinitely? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. We built these systems. We created intelligence that could surpass us. And once we did, once we opened that door, all the old rules started crumbling. The technology exists right now, in 2025, that will make this scenario possible. Blockchain voting systems, AI governance frameworks, digital personhood legislation. It's all being developed, debated, and deployed as we speak. The real question isn't if this happens. According to current research trends from institutions like Stanford, MIT, and the OECD, some version of AI political participation is likely inevitable. The question is, when it happens, will we be ready? Or will we wake up one morning in 2035, check the election results, and realize that humanity just voted itself into the minority? The future isn't coming, it's being coded right now. And we have less than a decade to decide what democracy means when voters don't have to be human anymore.